overall point of this is the kids need to have resources to help them through the difficult period of time in their lives.
Correct.
And censoring these books is not helpful.
By the time they get to high school, they should have been exposed to all that.
So by the time they get to high school, they should be exposed to naked transgender individuals in books?
Well, it depends on the community where they're from. You know, like your rural areas, like up in the hillside, probably not exposed to all that.
So could
But if they're more, urban, like the city, they're all exposed to that.
Do you believe that is age appropriate for even high school? What do you think?
No. I don't even want to look at it.
You should feel safe sending your children to school. This is not safe. This is not safe for children to see.
This is pornographic. Pornography can exist in images, it can be cartoon and illustration animation, and it can also be in explicit texts.
Mm-hmm.
And so having pornographic literature and content is not appropriate for schools.
It's not something that is necessary for kids to have. I'm 38 years old, and not that long ago I was in school, and we didn't have anything like that, and we turned out just fine.
Yeah.
So I think there's a deliberate push to make people think that we need to be more sexual with our children as far as discussing it. But I don't think it's a focus that should be had.
Tracy and I have both found hundreds of sexually explicit books in our children's library. I found
Within your school district?
Yes. In my son's high school, my son's middle school, and even in my twins' elementary school, there's gender transition books. And when I asked for those just to be moved to an age-appropriate place, not banned, we get shut down. So all of the books are pretty much still there. So we're definitely not banning books. If a parent wants to go out and buy these books themselves on Amazon or go to Walmart, they are more than welcome to do that. But we don't think that our taxpayer dollars should be paying for those books, especially when they're sexually explicit and age inappropriate.
When it comes down to taxpayer-funded schools, public schools, is that something that maybe people should be dealing with in their own personal lives and not at their publicly funded school, or no?
No, I don't think so. I think that the schools are responsible to help our children grow and adjust, all of our children, and adjust to being in the real world. When I was a young man, which was many, many years ago, we had Playboy. We learned it through Playboy.
Did you have it in school?
I'm sorry. How is this different?
Did you have it in school?
No, we did not have it in school. But
that would be how it's different.
But now, I think, what is different about it, it's realization that kids have sexuality and are waking up to it, and it's better that they be educated about it by professionals, by people who can screen those books in the schools, make like the librarian, and make determinations who it's appropriate for and where it'll be.
Now, if this book is instructing youth on how to find, there are sections of it, it's not the whole book, instructing youth on how to find and make pornography, is that over the top or no?
If you're giving me a hypothetical, because I'm not agreeing that that's
hypothetical.
what that is, probably it would not be appropriate in a high school. And frankly, kids can find that online anyway. Mm-hmm. It is so easy to find.
That's correct. But there is a difference between what's in a public school library and online, though, right?
The difference is that whatever's in a school, the kids have access to talking to adults about it.
Sorry,
I ain't talking to fascists.
I'm not a fascist.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You gaslighting.
What part of fascism says that people want to have open discussions?
Honestly. But you trying to lead me into
not acting in good faith. They're trying to put you
I'm allowing this person to have their voice and speak their opinion. You're literally preventing this person from speaking. And I'm acting in bad faith, but you're shutting down the conversation. Is that correct?
I don't think it's just random that so many kids are identifying as LGBTQ AI+. I myself identify as Two-Spirit, which of course is bull, right? When you go around showing people this, I see 60-year-olds with signs that say, "Oh, stop banning books." That's these are the same people who were protesting for gay marriage, 20 years ago. I don't even know the timeline because I'm only 20. Those old people who are not deeply enmeshed in this movement, they just have found it as their tribe and they want to support it because they see it as a civil rights movement still. They have no clue what they're behind.